Alipara. Lah.
The village of Ramche clings to the side of a mountain in Nepal. It is a remote and rural place in one of the poorest countries on earth. Although just 60 miles from Kathmandu, Nepal's capital, the village is inaccessible by road. The only way to get here is a 2-hour hike up a stone path from the nearest town. The few tourists who have ever ventured this far off the beaten track have come to Ramche by invitation. That's how Chris Hune first visited the village. Leela Tamang, a former schoolteacher, introduced Chris to Ramche after their chance encounter in Kathmandu. That experience led Chris to start the Santi School project to help Leela and his neighbors build a primary school. One of the first things about Ramche that any visitor notices is the abundance of children ready to offer the traditional Nepali greeting. It's also impossible not to notice the amount of physical labor required for everyday tasks. In many ways, life here has remained unchanged for centuries. Families farm from every available inch of the terraced mountainside. Those who live at the top of the mountain must walk down to sell or trade their produce and other items. These women will earn about $2.50 for each load of charcoal they carry. The price is even lower for firewood, about $1 each. In preparation for celebrations of an upcoming festival, these women brew Roxy, a grain alcohol similar to Japanese sake. A typical offering for festival day, Buddhism is the most common religion practiced in Ramche. Often, as is the case with this 11-year-old girl, parents need their children to support the family by working. Some children are left to their own defenses. Ever since their mother died, these siblings have had to work to feed themselves. Poverty is just one obstacle. Many parents do not understand the value of education. This young mother says she fears her children may get beaten up at school. She also complains that her older son didn't learn anything at a government-run school because of inadequate teachers.
I'm explaining about importance of the education. Because we are poor, if we don't send the children to the school, and after their futures will be very dark. Because no education, no land, no income source, and life will be very hard here in the mountain, no? So I explain in this, please send to school.
Many residents of Ramche are members of the Tamang ethnic minority. This extended family, however, is from the untouchable caste known as Dalit.
The importance of good teachers. Need a good teachers. Sometimes they don't trust to the school because no good teachers. They don't care well. I think this is the problem I found. Even they're saying they don't teach clean. They don't teach about what it called
basic things about health.
Things. And One is language problem, one is teacher problem. So these kinds of things we have to discuss, I think, for our school, coming school. I think.
Technically, Ramche is a large area of about 5,000 people that is divided into 10 different wards. Although the government of Nepal has pledged to build schools in every ward in the country, it is unable to do so. That's the case in Ramche Ward Number 2, home of the Santi Primary School. It is open to children not just from Ward Number 2, but also those from surrounding wards. Like most other buildings in Ramche, the Santi Primary School is made primarily of local stone. The L-shaped design is divided into 5 classrooms and a library. During the peak of construction, more than 60 people worked on the school with simple tools like hammers, picks, and shovels. Because it was rare that a stone simply could be added to an existing wall without first chiseling it into the proper shape, every day the site was filled with the clinking sound of metal meeting stone. Skilled masons selected large stones that were flat and squarish and placed them in 2 parallel rows, with similar pieces used to fill the areas in between. There is enough space on the site for a small playground and a separate building for toilets. Before construction could begin, the site, which was previously used as terraced farmland, had to be leveled and stone had to be carried from nearby areas of the mountain. The wood was also transported to the site by hand. A table saw and planer were the only pieces of electrical equipment. Later, a crew of welders also required electricity to build an iron truss to install the roof. In its first year of operation, the Santi Primary School will teach about 60 students, with enrollment expected to increase each year as one additional grade level is added.
Sắp